In this video, I'm talking about the time element of creativity. So what influences your outcome when you try to create something? So first, there is no creativity, but there are actions. So don't use as a noun, but as a verb to create something. So how can you create something that somebody values? One element is time, and I'm talking about this in this video. There is long term and short term. So the long term preparation to be able to create something. Let's say you are a biologist and you want to come up with a new theory, you want to discover something. Or you are an artist and you want to create a beautiful painting, a sculpture, music, dance, anything. So the long term is preparing in your whole life. You get the skills, connections, the mindset, learn the techniques, you practice, you get feedback from your coach, teacher, friends, master, and you learn everything by doing and practicing and learning and getting feedback. Okay? The other aspect is the shorter time, that you are working on a specific project. So let's say it's 1 month or 2 months, you want to make a movie. Okay? So the long term was about that you prepare to get all the skills that necessary to be able to be great movie maker. And then in the short term, in which you also improve skills and learn a lot of new things, but this is about creating that things that you want, and you want other people to value and like, and you like it also. So the short-term aspect is that you spend a lot of time. Okay? Of course, there are a lot of other aspects to create something, but I'm not talking about this. But I just want to emphasize that it's not about creativity, because if you think that there is a fixed thing that creativity, then why waste more time? But if you think about it, we are creating something, we are doing something, then you can appreciate this aspect that, okay, if I spend more time, then I can think more. It's a very simple experiment. Think about something like the scissors, okay? Scissors. For how many different purpose can you find to use a scissors for? And you will find out that the beginning you will get the obvious ones. So, okay, cut the paper, or maybe scratch your skin. And if you spend more and more time, for 2 or 3 hours, you can come up with a lot of ideas. So this is just a kind of proof for yourself that if you spend more time on something, you will have more ideas. So this is about brainstorming or coming up with ideas, but it is just one part. And okay, so you come up with a lot of ideas, and if you spend a lot of time to prejudge, evaluate in which direction you want to go, the more time you spend on this one, the better, probably it will be a better result. That okay, I don't use this strategy, I use that strategy, that idea, I move in that one. Okay, so you spend more time on that part of the project. And then there is execution. You start to paint, you start to make the movie. If you have a lot of time, you can reshoot the things, you can discuss with other people a lot of ideas what to do. Of course, it has also a kind of negative element, because if you have a lot of time, maybe you become lazy. But I assume that that mindset, that don't waste the time, but be very active. So it's not about wasting time. If you have a lot of time, maybe you become lazy and then, okay, I can do it later. But that is another aspect of creativity, that just focus. So if you can focus on something, then it's about spending more time on something, then you can come up with an idea. So again, this was about how to create great things It also includes arts and maybe a business project, a performance, or something just for yourself. It's about long-term preparation and working on the project long time enough. But of course you have to finish, so don't be perfectionist. So it's not about being perfectionist, but if you spend more time, you will have more ideas, you will discover more mistakes, you can have more strategies and choose the right strategies, you can have more time to get feedback and change everything. So this was the time aspect of creativity and creating great things.